Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. We have finally got some rain, some consistent rain, not a ton, but hopefully you can see that my chore list just went up. I've got to add mowing the lawn to the farm chores. That will happen next week. We've been processing chickens this week. My last process for the week is going to be tomorrow. We've got 30 birds left in a batch that we need to get done. But we've had some things happen on the farm. We've taken some pigs to processing, and Maureen has found a new home. We're also going to get the meat pigs moved. Let's head back out here and see who has left the farm. Here we go. First things first, we're back here with Shiloh and Willoughbean. And if you followed us along for a while, I'm going to get them fed here. Shiloh's got a hairball. It's kind of hard to feed and record at the same time. I've got to get better at that. So Shiloh and Willoughbean are back here. If you followed along for a while, you know that we are missing one from back here. And this one was disappointing for us. Mabel, one of the pigs that Jamie had picked up in that big group of sows, and I guess she got a boar as well. Mabel would not take, she would not get bred. So as a farm, we are trying to make profit, at least pay for the feed and the raising of the animals. So we've learned that if your animal is not producing, then it is time to move on from that animal. But it didn't go to waste. We've taken Mabel to the processor. That it will be coming back here shortly, and we will have pork at our market. So that is a good thing, but also a sad thing. Mabel was such a big sow. We were hoping to get some offspring from her, but that just didn't work out. So we've got Shiloh back here, and Shiloh is also going to another farm. And the only reason for that is this farm had reached out to us and told us if we ever thought about getting rid of Shiloh, that they would love to take him and have him on the farm. He is a fantastic boar, but the only reason we're getting rid of him is because we have Ryder, who is his brother. And so when you have brothers that are breeding, that kind of limits you as on your offspring of what you can breed to what. So Shiloh is probably going to a new farm here pretty shortly, but we're excited. They had reached out almost a year ago and told us that they just love Shiloh, and if we ever had to part with him, they would love to have him as a permanent boar on their farm. So we reached out. They are in New Hampshire, so that is going to be quite a deal getting him transported up there. Going to be sad to see him go, but we know he's going to a good farm, and we're just trying to get things straightened away on our farm where we've got his brother. So we kept his brother. So anyway, Willoughbean, let's talk about her while we're back here. Willoughbean is in here with Shiloh, and we were not sure, hadn't seen him bred, but if you can see this little hump here, if I'm not mistaken, I think that is piglets. So excited that she is possibly bred. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, but I think she will be having piglets. So that is a good thing and something exciting upcoming here. So we got one more pig that we had to take to the processor. The same issue. She had 2 litters on the farm already. We've kept her offspring, and we've been trying to get her, one of her offspring, we've been trying to get her bred. You guys may know who I'm talking about. She's one of my favorites, so that was kind of hard, but like I said, we're trying to be profitable. I quit teaching a few years back, and the farm needs to be making money, or at least supporting itself. So we have taken another pig to the processor. Let's go see who that is. The other pig that we took was Millie, and Millie was one of my favorites, and she was definitely vertically challenged, but was not horizontally challenged. So we just got Penny and Tuck in here. Millie was in here. We seen her get bred, and then a couple months later, less than the 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, when she should have had piglets, we would see Tuck breeding her again. So for some reason, she wasn't getting pregnant, and she is also at the processor. So nothing ever goes to waste. We will have meat at markets coming up, and we have meat for our families, so that is a good thing. But we have got to the point where we have got to downsize just a little bit, and we can't just keep feeding animals if they are not producing. So that is kind of what's going on with our pigs. Didn't lose, but we got rid of 2 good sows. But they will be coming back here in a couple days, and we are going to show you what we got back from the processor. We're actually getting some bacon made this time, and a couple other sausage items that we're excited to be able to share at our farmers market, and also excited to eat. So let's head over here. I guess the last thing, I guess we don't have to show you because she's not there, but Maureen, we talked about her in the last video where Leroy didn't make it. Something happened with Leroy, so Maureen was by herself, and we were trying to find a good home for Maureen. Well, our farrier recommended someone that was local here who just spoils her animals. She came out and was able to take Maureen, and we were so excited that she was able to go to a good farm, and that is going to open up that barn for us, and we're going to be able to use it for pigs now and other animals that we are good at, or at least we feel that we are somewhat successful at. So sad to see her go, but it always makes it easier when they're going to a good farm and a good owner. So I guess less is more. We are down to a couple egg layers, a bunch of coonies, and a bunch of meat birds. So basically the meat birds and coonies. So we are trying, like I said, we're trying to be profitable, and that is the approach we are taking, as less is more. So anyway, here we are at the meat pen, and you can see, I did want to show you guys this. They have been in here for a while, and that is on purpose because we were trying to keep squirrels and stuff away from the fruit trees, and they did a pretty good job. The squirrels were kind of scared of them, but now the squirrels are just doing whatever. Most of the fruit is gone that was in here on these apples and cherries, and so we are going to move them back onto some grass. But I wanted to show you, they've been in here probably 3-4 weeks, but all of their manure is at one end. So if you've got animals that you can't move very often and you got to keep them in a certain spot, it is okay. They're going to go to one end and use the bathroom, and up here where they were eating and their house was, there is nothing. So it's worked out good for us. We are going to get them back onto some grass. Come on. You scared of the camera? Sometimes I get scared of it too. Come on. Come on. So we're going to take them. We've got a spot set up. I saved you the viewing of setting up fences, but you can see their piglets right over there in between the trees. We're going to be heading that direction. We're just going to try and bring you along. We'll just undo this here. Fortunately, I did remember to take the charge off of that. Come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. I know once I get the food bucket, it's going to make it a little easier. Come on. Come on, pigs. A little easier to move them, a little harder to film, but we'll get through it. Come on. Come on. Come on, pigs. Well, these guys have not moved a ton, and these are a little bit younger pigs, but not as bad as the piglets. These should be pretty easy. All the times walking on different terrains, some of them get a little suspect of walking on these rocks sometimes, but these look like they're all doing well. So this is the meat herd. We've got, oh, that one stumbled back there. We've got a little while, probably next spring, for some of these before they go. We do wait about 18 months until we take our pigs to the processor, which is probably the one downfall of coonies. If you're trying to turn a quick meat profit, it's going to take you a little bit longer, but they don't eat as much, so for us it kind of all averages out. So looks like we've got them all in here. That was easy enough. I'm gonna have to go back and shut the door, but I am gonna shake you guys around and get them a little feed here. Get some of these chores done while I'm doing a video. Hopefully y'all aren't too dizzy after that. So we've got 6 in the meat herd. We will have more coming over. Guys, we have never kept a barrow. We sell a lot of barrows for meat pigs or companion pigs. And so we are keeping a barrow out of the younger piglets, the last litters that we just had. And we're gonna see, you would think that the males would grow a little bit bigger than the females. So we are finally gonna be able to test that out now. We've got their pool over here, waters, and we've got plenty of shade. It is sprinkling a little bit today, but we are definitely not gonna complain about a little bit of rain because we have not had much at all. So they've got this nice spot. My mother-in-law loves to have the pigs over here. I asked her, I said, you care if they're this close to the house? She said no. So we've got their spot set up and they will be able to spend the next couple of weeks in here, and it's a good spot. We got the hose at the corner of the barn over there. We can water them with the hose, which means we don't have to do buckets, which is always a good thing. That means the kids can do more chores, because I feel bad when they have to carry their 5-gallon bucket. But if we've got the hose there, kids, everybody's on a hose, go out and feed. So anyway, we're gonna get them shut up and keep on moving. Okay, another easy, successful move. Pigs are already checking out some grass. What do you want? Checking out me. What? You just ate. You just ate. So they'll be foraging through here. There's some nuts from these trees and different things that have fallen. I checked my charge. My charger needs to be plugged in, so we're gonna take that. These guys respect this fence. What do you want? What do you want? My goodness. Are you in heat or something? Goodness gracious. So they have eaten. We've got the pool and the waters, and I'm gonna get some hay for their house. But this is a good spot, nice shade and the grass. Obviously they haven't had the grass in a while, but they ate a bunch of roots and other plants over at that other area and cleaned it up really nice for us. So this will be a good spot. Excited to have them moved. And we're just gonna keep circling around here. So next move will be right next door, and then we'll move back into that little orchard where we were once that heals up and the grass starts to come back. So this pig reminds me of a skunk. You looking skunky? Huh? Yeah? Oh yeah. I would tell you who these pigs are from, but I don't remember. Brooklyn's not out here. She would remember all that. I can't remember who the parents are. But they won't test the fence right now. Give it a couple days, they might test it, but I'll have that charger charged up and back out here, and they will do just fine. There's a sunny spot up in the front corner where it will be charged and will be good while they're in here. So piglets are getting ready to be weaned. Probably this weekend. We'll take moms out, get the piglets wormed, and they will be on their own without moms. They're old enough. So let's go over here and check these piglets out. All right, you can tell Thistle is happy. I haven't seen a day where she hasn't been happy, but here's her piglets. Everyone doing good. Like I said, about 7.5 weeks old. We're getting ready to take them out here in the next couple days. We'll get them wormed and weaned and take mamas in with the other mamas and get them off the mamas. Both mamas are looking pretty good right now, but if you do leave them in here too long, they can suck those mamas dry and it's hard for them to get their figures back. So we're gonna get them out while everyone's eating solid food. They've been eating solid food for a long time, but they don't need to keep nursing. Although they'd probably tell you differently, they don't need to keep nursing. We've got a decision to make for our farm here. We've got this ginger white boar here and this little white one with that nubby tail. He's got some nice floppy ears, both good looking boars, but we don't want to keep a ton of boars. So we're gonna decide between one of these. It'd be better if they weren't both nice boars. It'd be a lot easier for us to decide, but makes it a little tough when you got two really nice ones. But we'll keep one, castrate, or sell the other one. So we got a decision to make there, but they're all doing well. Here's to Luisa's pen, the last of her 6 that decided not to go be with Thistle over there, but they're doing very well as well. And ready to be weaned. We'll move all the piglets into one pen together, just these little ones. We won't put them with the older ones quite yet. We'll move them in together. And like I said, we'll move mamas back in the sow and gilt pen so they can dry up and get their figures back. So we've been getting rid of a few things. Processor, Maureen is gone. We no longer have donkeys, but she did go to a great home and we are happy for that. So less is more here at KC Farms. When we started, we thought we had to have some of everything, turkeys, goats, everything, but we've realized that sometimes less is more. You stick with what's profitable or what's paying for itself on the farm. So anyway, we're kind of happy where we're at with just the chickens, meat chickens, couple egg layers, and the cooney pigs, and things are working well for us here at the farm. But anyway, we hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Don't forget to make the change. We'll see you again Saturday on the next video.